Lao Wang. Hello. I'm a friend of Koala's father. I heard about it from his channel. Come and listen. It's so interesting. My family and I quickly became your fans. Interesting thing. There are some truths that may not work if we tell them to our family members. It can also be said that the brackets will definitely not work. But when you tell it, everyone will immediately be convinced. It's so smart. I think there are two. First, let's close the door. There is no outsider between us, the audience, and me. Are we just showing off? Isn't it just because I have too stinky money? The only difference is that this world is really vulgar and vulgar. One is famous and the other is powerful. As long as this person has these 3 halos on his head. Just fucking fart. I wish it smelled good. Later, after the reform and opening up gradually deepened. Probably when I was in the senior grade of elementary school. That is, the period from about 1995 to 1999. China has opened up a lot of street stall literature. There are many small publishing houses opened for reportage. They also have freedom of the press. If you are interested in street stall literature, you can recall it. There was a sketch when Zhao Benchon just debuted. The sketch played by Zhao Benchon and Gong Hanlin was called Deguan Deng. Or call it 13 Fragrances. He's the one selling 13 incense there. Don't tell me to turn off the lights. Just about the same period. At that time, when I was in elementary school and junior high school, Zhao Benchon plays a newspaper seller. Gong Hanlin just play a 13 incense seller. Then the two of them got into a skit over how to squeeze into the street stall. When Zhao Benchon was selling newspapers, he started shouting about pornographic and violent literature. Really, they were all official publications back then. Well, why are 2 brothers fighting over a girl? Both of them were admitted to Dabi prison. What, these fascinating topics. There are many. But I realized that I was a child at the time. But I found out that the adults were very concerned about the paper with the signature printed on it. He believes it. Why? This is signature worship. Well, not 1,000,000. It's the signature of gold, silver, copper, and iron heart that worships. Later, this word was worship. Upgrade to this internet cult. As long as it is a web page posted on the internet. Old lady. The old man or the small program adjusted it himself. He doesn't believe his son anymore. If he believes that, he doesn't want to broadcast it and then write this after the small program. The editor is not as good as his son. Right? I'm just telling you how I feel. This feeling, happens to every one of us. So you need to be rich. Or do you have the right? Or what if you have a name? These people are, ordinary people when they accept your point of view. First of all, I will put you on a very high platform. If he looks up to himself, the firewall in his heart will come down. Well, basically, yes, I can accept it. Just very willing to accept it. It's easy to cultivate idiots. So happy for so many rounds. It's a little uncomfortable. It's just that he's a little bit self-aware. Just kick him out and block him. Then what? I just keep the one in this small circle who praises you. They stirred up each other. Eventually, it becomes a cult. As you can see, in recent years, it has been all over the internet, right? It was just before. I will update it later. You see, this is a sign of worship. It's just the celebrity worship effect. Another feature is that it is dark under the lamp. What does it mean? Just watch what I say. My wife and my children may not believe it. But outside is a stranger. People just believe it. Why? It's called darkness under the lamp. I have a good friend. Well, in China, he is a northeasterner. My name is Peng Zhenghua. Peng Zhenghua was an early teacher of hard-tip calligraphy. Well, he became famous probably in the late 1980s. Chinese calligraphy called Peng Zhongpeng is sold everywhere. It's no problem for anyone to teach Peng Zhonghua how to write. The only thing he can't teach is his daughter writes. You know, his child doesn't want to learn to write from him. The child's handwriting is not good at all. Why? I just don't think it's my parents. Actually, my dad, can he still write? This is the reason. Because you are too close to him. Eat, drink, poop and fart. He can hear it. Can see. He doesn't have this sense of admiration for you in his heart. That is, once you have this kind of influence. In fact, the real test for a person comes. Because once you have influence, you are doing something good. If you still do bad things, remember to like and follow.